praise to Yahweh, Baal Hashem Yahweh Shai, Baal Hashem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. This is where I have learned this truth, and this is where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I am of that number. All right, so we're going to go into, it's been a while, all right? So we're going to go start getting back into, Lord willing, Revelation 13 and verse 16. All right, let's go ahead and go here. All right, this is a prophecy. There's a warning, all right, from the Lord. And that's what separates this, our doctrine, our walk, our power, okay, our truth from everything else, all right? It is the spirit of prophecy, spirit of truth, spirit of promise, all right? But what we're speaking about here now is prophecy, all right? So we give these warnings. Why do we give warnings? Let's go to Ezekiel. Oops. 3 and verse 17. We'll start there. It reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? All right, again in Ezekiel 33. Or you know what? Let's save that for the next video. So this is why we give warnings, man. Because we are obeying the Lord. All right, we are obeying the Lord. Okay? So let me think about something real quick. It's talked about turning you from your wicked way, right? Let's go to Romans 15 or 4. Actually, let's do what was that? Second Thessalonians or first? We'll find out. First. Spot. So say 2 Timothy 3 and 16. It reads, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, right, for instruction in righteousness. And what we see it as all of these things, okay, but it is here for correction. So we are telling this wicked man about this warning, in particular in this video, this warning here in Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17, all right? So let's go back here and get it. Revelation 13, verses 16. It says, and he causeth all. All right. Who is the he? This is the Esau Edom. It is the wicked. It is the self-called and so-called white man. All right. Let's understand why we say this. All right. First, let's go to Malachi 1 and 4. Actually, no. Let's do this first. Let's go ahead and go to Malachi 1 and 4. All right, it reads, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, all right, Edom, like it said, like it stated at the top, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay? What else do we know about the wicked? Go to Job 9 and 24. Let's see what this says. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, who runs this earth, man? Okay, they want to tell you they don't, but they do. They're liars, man. They lie in your face, even if the truth is right there. All right, which is they do run this world, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. What's another clue about the wicked? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? So who changed the image of the Messiah? Because that image that is running around here on the earth of a white man with long stringy hair, right? That's not the correct image. That doesn't match the description of the Messiah in the scriptures. All right, people are even starting to own up to that. But then in doing that, they still got to lie. And what they tell you is, even though that image is lied about, the name, all right, you can just, don't worry about the name. They're telling the truth about the name. That's why the Lord tells you to prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. Okay, this is why he sent pastors after his own heart to lead you to truth. Okay? Because we know that that is also not the name. Okay? But like I said in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into his hand, and he changed those images. Also in the finger of Adam, if that's what it's called, it's either the finger of Adam or the finger of God. It's on the mural. All right, they supposedly have Adam and God's fingers like damn near touching when Adam over there naked. They got the little naked angels crawling over. Come on, man. All right, but what is in common about those two images of the Messiah, of the finger of Adam? All right, let's go a little bit further. The Last Supper. What about those images? All right, that's not what the Lord nor the disciples look like. All right, they have lied about everything. Okay? There's some truth in there, but there's more lies. They wrap lies around truths, man. Because it doesn't take much for people to be led astray. Okay? All right, now, keep that in mind. And what we're going to do here is go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. This is speaking of reincarnation, but, all right, it's also speaking of, times now and times past. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it says, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. All right, so the Lord being the Father of spirits, he recycles spirits down here every so often at his leisure, whenever he wants to, right? Because all things are his, okay? And so the same things keep happening over and over. With that in mind, we have the Apocrypha right here, something that these people decided to take out because the earth is given into their hand, and why not? All right, but in what is this? Is it Maccabees 3? Maccabees chapter 3, around verse 45. All right, now listen up. It says, "Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept a stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe with the harp ceased." All right, this happened back then, but you can it's speaking now also. All right, because most Israelites are not, all right, paying attention to the temple. They're not in this truth. All right, that's being within the temple, being in this truth. It also said that the sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept a stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place. Right? And in these days, the heathen have their habitation in you. Right? Speaking to the 2/3. Right? You are supposed to be a part of this stronghold, man. This stronghold. Okay? Joy was taken from Jacob, and what makes that even more worse is that Jacob doesn't even know what joy, for the most part, has been taken from him. Right? They don't even consider the Lord. As a matter of fact, look for this verse. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. All right, so Israelites, man, they just out here. Okay. Let me read Isaiah 1 and 4 now. It says, "Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward." All right. So back here in Maccabees now. Okay, these things keep happening over and over, man. Now keep listening. We see the state of Israel. All right, we see the destroyed state that we are in for the most part. All right, and so does the world. This was the nations outside of Israel's mission. You can go to Psalm 83 and read about that. All right, starting at verse 1. Okay, mainly 1 through 7. Okay. But back here in First Maccabees chapter 3, now verse 46. We're still speaking about the thing that hath been. It is that which shall be. All right, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. We're taking a look into the past, right? Verse 46 of First Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, says, "Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Massah over against Jerusalem. For in Massah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel." All right, in this day, the Israelites, the remnant and the elect, all right, we're coming together and praying. Okay? We're coming together and we are praying. Verse 47, "Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes." And in this day, all right, when you read these scriptures like that, all right, that has to do with being in a state of mourning. And that is what we are in for the land and for the people of our nation. All right, and Israel is a people before it is a place. All right, but check this out. Verse 48 of First Maccabees chapter 3. "And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right, this is the same thing going over and over again, man. The Lord has made Esau bare. Okay, the Lord has made Esau bare. Now let's get another scripture really quick. I want to go back here to Job 9:24. Now listen to this again. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now listen to this. We know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? Daniel 4:17. It reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. Okay, and in this day, Esau is the basis of men. All right, they've been base men. They're weak. All right, they don't consider that. They think that they've gotten everything on their own. The Lord put you, or the Lord had these things take place. All right, so much so that your pride is eating you up. Speaking to Esau. All right. So now we've established that. So let's go back here for a minute. We were talking about that he being a self-called and so-called white man. Everything that we just read there proves that he fits the prophecy of Esau Edom, the wicked. Now, if you're still here, all right, let's go ahead and handle this. All right, does that mean that every so-called white person is an Edomite? No. Just like it doesn't mean that every melanated person is an Israelite. Okay? Because in Deuteronomy 28:15, all right, the subheading says consequences of disobedience. Of course, speaking to Israel, all right, because that's who this is all about. All right, this is about Yahweh Shai, all right, and his people that he chose. Okay, above all other people. All right, so at 15, it starts listing these consequences of disobedience. All right, so Deuteronomy 28, if you go all the way down here to 64, this is what it reads. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So we were scattered amongst all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. So we look like all people. All right, let me get one more verse really quick. Jeremiah 12:9. It reads, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. All right, so if you are an Israelite, no matter what you look like, you have been under that curse in one way or another. Maybe not in this life, maybe under a past life, but you have came up under those curses. All right, all the beasts of the field have come to devour you, man, are against you. So I just wanted to go in here and get this word for speckled. This is the word for speckled.
Strong's H 6641. Savuah.
It says colored. All right. variegated, speckled. Let me go in here and see what this says.
Speckled.
Adjective, it says covered or marked with a large number of small spots or patches of color. That's what the Lord's heritage, all right, looks like. That's what Israelites look like. When we say so-called black or so-called white, is because there is no such thing as a black or a race of blacks and a race of whites in the scriptures. All right, but it must be told that Esau, Edom fits. All right, Esau, Edom, the self and so-called white man, the wicked. All right, all those things are fit of the so-called and self-called white man fits the prophecy of those things. All right, not that there aren't wicked men in Israel or any other nation, but they are the wicked. Okay, they are Esau, Edom. They fit the prophecies. Okay, also, the Messiah, he is a so-called black man. Okay, all right. We know this because everything is shown to us for the truth, for the sake of the truth. All right, this is why we point all these things out. All right, this isn't a black thing. This is an Israelite thing, though. This most definitely is an Israelite thing, man. All right, this ain't no black thing. All right, I put that in there at the end because I don't really care if you're offended by anything that's being said, man. You have to have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. All right. That goes for you black only doctrine people and you white only doctrine people. All right, or you people who hear white man this, and y'all go running off calling us racist. We don't care, man. If the Lord is working with you and has a spirit for you to sit your ass down and listen, then you'll sit down and you'll listen and you'll understand. All right. So let's go back here. Back in Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all. All right, let's go get. First of all, how is this he going to causeth all unless the earth is given into his hand? All right, because this he is the wicked Esau, Edom. Okay, the earth is in his hand, period. But this word causeth goes to the Greek word poieo. So listen up.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo. Poieo.
All right, it says to make. And he, all right, he's going to make. All right. It says to make ready, and so at the same time to institute. This man, all right, we know this man controls opposition. All right, when it comes to the governments and the powers of this world, this man is on both sides. All right, getting accomplished what he wants accomplished behind the scenes. Because you people get, well, the world outside of this truth gets involved in things really that are small, man. They don't pay attention to anything. They don't pay attention to anything. The Lord described Israel as sottish, and the rest of the people are sottish also. The main characters know what's going on, though. All right? The elite of Esau, Edom, and the elect of Israel. Okay, so we know that they make ready, so at the same time the institute. They're putting things in place, all right, that prophecy said would happen. Okay, the Lord spoke these things, and prophecy is going to happen, man. All right, they're not going to fail. All right. So let's go back to this prophecy. And he, all right, Esau, Edom, causeth all, because he has the earth in his hand, he can do that. All right, he's going to make mandatory. That's basically what that is saying. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. He's going to make it mandatory for you to receive a mark in your right hand or in your forehead. All right, what is this mark? For one, the technology that is included in this scripture is already here in the earth. All right, the difference is, all right, it hasn't been made mandatory yet, but it will be, because prophecy says so. Okay, so the technology itself is not sin. It is the receiving of this thing into your body that is sin, and that's literal. That's literal. All right. All right, so this mark. All right, first let's talk about this right hand. That just means your power hand. So don't think that you're going to be slick and get it in your left hand and think you've escaped the consequences of your disobedience. All right, the forehead, that just goes into the space between the eyes, or the metapon. Okay. So that mark, the word mark, there's different definitions for different words, man. Or there's different definitions for one word. Mark can be a name. So you think it means you're going to receive somebody named Mark in your right hand or in your forehead? All right, the Lord told you again. Let's go ahead and go here. 2 Timothy 2:15. Let me start at 14. The heading, the subheading above verse 14 reads, an unashamed workman. It says, of these things put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. It reads, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay, this is what we do, and in doing this, we are given the ability to rightly divide the word of truth. Now let's go to Revelation 1 and 3. Check this out. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right. It said a workman, told you to study, told you to read. All right. Told you to keep these things that are written. All right. What time is at hand? Let's get that really quick. Oops. Romans 13 and 11. All right, let's maybe start at 10. No, that's not it. It will read down. Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Romans 13 and 12 now says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. All right, come up out of that craftiness, that sleep. Okay, come up out of that divination. Okay. So again, let's go back here. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, this mark is we know it as the micro C hip. Put that together. Micro plus the letter C plus the word hip. All right, we also know this to be the RFID C hip. All right, a couple of examples of this technology is Walletmore, WALLETMOR. That's one word. Another example is Elon Musk's or Neuralink. All right, Elon Musk's brain technology. Just seen the thing on the news. They're starting to advertise about that even more. All right, what this thing does is what they say it does is allows for paralyzation cure, right? Blindness cure, hearing cure, okay? Being mute, a cure for that, all right? Being able to move I said paralyzation, all right? All right, it allows for telekinesis in a way, controlling your computer. What is that thing called? The mouse and I can't even think of what that's called, man. The little arrow on the computer, all right? You move it around with your mind and, do all that on there. It's also going to act as a key fob, all right, to your cars, your houses, your bank, your safes, I mean. All right, speaking of banks, it's where your money is going to be. It's where your carbon footprint is going to be kept track of. It's where you are going to be kept track of. Okay? It's going to have your health data on it, your IDs, everything that's in your wallet is going to be in this thing. So you can look at those two companies and you can write down the names and you can keep track of the names, but really what you should do is go look at the technology. Filter all of this through the scriptures, especially Revelation 13 and 16. Okay? So that is what this mark of the beast is, or the RFID C hip, or the micro C hip. Okay? If you hear brothers talk about the MOTB, that's what is being said there. The mark of the beast. Okay? All right, Revelation 13 and 17. Listen to this. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Your money is going to be on there. This is where your transactions are going to take place. All right, and unless you have this thing, you're not going to be able to participate in society. Okay? And if you are trying to live off the grid, they are going to come and get you. We're going to figure out why this man has indignation forever with Esau Edom. As a matter of fact, Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Let's get something else really quick. Edom. See what this says about Edom. It says Edom, Edomites. It says the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau. He founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which is the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived. Down at the bottom of this entry for Edom, it says, Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God, all right? So we are going to find out. The whole world is going to find out why this man is called the wicked. Why would the Lord have indignation with a people forever? All right? Why would the Lord not have any promise of mercy for a people? All right? We are all about to find out, man. And at the same time, the world, all right, outside of the remnant and the elect, because we know these things to be true, the world is going to find out the truth. Okay? And they're not going to be able to walk against the truth without severe on-site consequences. Okay? When the kingdom is come in. All right? So I just wanted to make a quick video touching on this warning. I may come right back with a quick video on, I don't know, a few consequences of taking this thing. All right, so do not take the micro C-hip. Do not take the RFID C-hip. Okay, it's nothing but trouble for your ass if you take this thing. So with that, all praise to Yahweh, Bahal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahal Shem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. This is where I have learned this truth, and this is where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.